Transgender male. Well, I don't know. I don't know how to classify it. It's actually kind of hard to classify because I'm kind of in between it. I don't know how to classify this stuff. It it kind of boggles my mind. But yeah, it kind of boggles my mind. But okay. So as you guys can see, this is Alana Mclaughlin. That's Alana Mclaughlin, and this is Celine Provost. And apparently, Alana McLaughlin is a former male that was a special ops. Okay, here is the picture. Here is the man in the pic. Here is the former special ops guy. I mean, that guy must be at least 200 pounds or more. So he gets a, what do you call it nowadays? Sex change, and gets a breast implant. And gets breast implants. What happens to all the muscle? What happens to all the muscle here, here, here? He has a lot of muscle mass. And then he turns into a female with sex change, gets breast implants, and now that's a female fighter. Okay. I mean, the fight was actually pretty close. You know, yeah, I mean, I'm not really against this stuff, she's now a female. That's it. Like the therapy has actually transformed this man into a woman, and the science supports that. She doesn't really have well, but the thing is, how do you say she, but he was actually an originally a male? Isn't he always gonna be a male? Does he get his what chopped off? I don't get it. Like, as long as he has his what, the pillar and the stars and the stones, how, I'm really confused. How does this stuff work? Let me look into the science of it. Okay, so here we are. Sex reassignment surgery, also known as gender reassignment surgery, is a surgical procedure. Okay, so it's a surgical procedure. Okay, but what is a transgender person? What is it? Transgender people have a gender identity or gender expression that differs from the sex that they were assigned at birth. But nobody assigned you a gender. It's just what you were born as, right? How the fuck? Okay, sex assignment. So do you guys see how I went from sex replacement therapy to transgender, and then I went to sex assignment? This stuff is like, dude, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole. I'm going down a rabbit hole right now. So it's a discernment of an infant's sex at birth. Assignment may be done prior to birth through prenatal sex discernment in the majority of births. They inspect the genitalia when the baby is delivered and sex is assigned without ambiguity. Anatomical sex and phenotype. The number of births where the baby is entered where they do not fit into definitions of male and female at birth has been reported to be as low as 0.018%, but is often estimated to be at around 0.2%. With ambiguous genitals is in the range of 0.02% to 0.05%. Okay. Future does. The child's gender identity will match the sex assignment. If sex assignment and gender identity do not align, the person may be transgender. Wait. But the okay. So what I'm understanding here, I'm not really understanding it very well. Reinforcing sex assignments through surgical or hormonal interventions is often considered to violate the individual's human rights. Oh, okay. All right. So now we know what sex assignment is, what's transgender. Why do they want to do this stuff? Because they assign, because when they were born, they feel that they were assigned they feel that they were assigned a gender that was not the same as what they identify as. So if I was born a male and I say that I identify as a female, I can now become a female with sex reassignment therapy surgery. You just have to go through the surgery and then voila, you become a female. And if you want to become a male, you go through surgery and you become a male. It's that simple nowadays, guys. The world is evolving. You can become whatever you want to be, even if you're a gender, even if you're a different gender, you can become a different gender. Oh, okay, hold on. It says here. Oh my God! It removes the. Oh, okay. Ah, really? Look at this right here. This is key. This is key right there. Okay. Really? I didn't know they do that. That's really interesting. So now that seems like an actual a female woman. That looks like a female woman, dude. Like if you actually look at the picture here on the right, you would think that's a woman. Like if I didn't know that she was a male at birth, I wouldn't know that that's a female. And she has a T-shirt that says "End Trans Genocide." You know, I don't disagree with that. You know, I don't disagree with that should be ended. But I don't know how it works. I don't know the science behind this stuff, man. I'm too ignorant to talk on this subject, really, to be honest with you guys. You guys in the comment section are gonna have to explain to me how this works. I mean, I know how sex reassignment surgery works. That Google search explained it to me very well. But I just don't understand how a man that is in the army that is holding an AK. I'm looking at this picture in the left, this man right here, and I'm thinking, how does this guy go to this? Like, I'm very interested to know his story. You know, I mean, it's interesting. You know, it's actually very interesting stuff. Like, why would this man want to become a woman? Like, it seems like he's masculine, right? But you know, sometimes it's always the overly masculine types that tend to be the homosexuals. You know, that's what I've observed. Tends to be. It's not always true. You know, there's exceptions to the norm, but technically, sometimes it's the case. You know. Yeah. And how do I feel about? How do you feel about? How do I feel about her fighting females? I mean, the state, you know, the commission sanctioned the fight, and she did go through the surgery, so I think that she should be allowed to compete with females. I think that's fair, you know? I don't think that's not fair. I think it's fair. I think it's fine, you know? Why not? Let her get in there and fight females. It's fine. I don't have a problem with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, she went through surgery and she did become a woman, right? You know, technically she's a female right now. I know the trolls are gonna be like, oh my God, you support a man beating up a woman? I don't, dude. She's not a male anymore. She's a female now. And that's just how it is. You guys can be trolls. I mean, I don't really have a problem with it. You know, it's you guys that have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. She could fight Amanda Nunes next. Obviously, she's not skilled enough yet, but yeah, but what about the physical makeup and what about the bone structure? I mean, Joe Rogan, you know Joe Rogan when he's talking about this stuff, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He really doesn't know the science behind anything. He just talks. But the guest is the one that really explains it. He doesn't know what he's talking about, really. It's kind of weird how that man becomes this woman, and wow, it's like holy shit. Let me pull like a little arrow. That's wild. Holy crap. I didn't even expect that to be the case. But yeah, man, I'm out.